Hi friends, welcome back to ExcelMap. This is Srinivas Reddy. In this video, we'll discuss about how to copy the data from multiple workbooks into one single workbook by using Macros VBA. Here, we'll write the VBA code. We'll copy the data from multiple workbooks into one single workbook. Here, there are multiple workbooks. In that, there are multiple sheets. From all the workbooks, from all the sheets, I want to copy the data into a single workbook. Here, you can observe there are workbooks like total, subtotal, projects. From these three workbooks, I want to copy the data into a single workbook. It's called Book 1 by using Macros VBA code. So, before writing the macro, we need to open the VBA editor. Just go to the developer tab, click on Visual Basic. Otherwise, you can use a shortcut called Alt plus F11. Now, after that, just go to the insert menu in the VBA editor, click on module. So, in the previous classes already we discussed the macros compulsory we need to write inside the module. Then only you can execute that macro in any sheet and in any workbook. Now I'm writing a macro to copy the data from multiple workbooks into a single workbook. First, if you want, you can add the comment also. Here I'm giving adding all workbooks data into one workbook. So first we need to take the subject name. So like subject name will take adding workbook. So you can give any subject name, then press enter. So automatically it will create open bracket, close bracket and end subject also. Then we'll create the variables dim wb as workbook, dim hero as long integer. After that, we'll go for each loop. In the for each loop, we'll check the workbook from the workbooks. So in this workbooks, there are all the workbooks. It gives one after another. Then if the workbook name wb.name workbook name is so just I want to copy the data into the book 1. So book 1. If the workbook name is book 1, then say exit for means it is coming out from the for each loop if it is book 1, because that complete data we want to copy into the book 1 from all the three different workbooks. Otherwise, if it is not, else and in the workbook we'll take the sheets wb dot sheets. In that we'll take sheet 1 dot range of a1 colon G10. Here just I want to copy the data from A1 to G10 from the sheet 1. Just say copy and go to the workbooks of workbook name book 1, then say activate. That means it is going to the book 1 workbook. Next again go to the sheets of sheet 1 activate. That means we are going to the book 1 and in the book 1 sheet 1 and we'll find out the end of the row, that is the last row of the sheet. So I'm giving a variable arrow. Next sheets of sheet 1, there range of a and rows dot count n excel up dot row. So just here I'm finding the end of the row in the sheet 1. So where we want to copy the data. After that, workbooks of workbook name, that is book 1. In that just I'm taking sheets of sheet name sheet 1, then take the range in the A column. So already just we have taken end of the row. So I end of the row plus 1. That means next row of the end of the row, that is arrow plus 1. Then paste special. Then end if next workbook and end the subject. Okay, this is the program. Now we'll execute the program. We'll see the result what we are getting. So already we discussed if you want to execute the program, we'll use two ways, F8 or else F5. So F8 means will execute line by line, and F5 means it will execute entire program at a time. So just I want to execute line by line because I want to see the result what I'm getting here. Now we'll use a shortcut F8 to execute line by line. Just press F8, F8, F8. Okay, look at there. Just it is giving one workbook into the WB variable. See, the workbook name is what? Total.xlsx, but it is not equal to book 1. Then it is go to the else part and copy the data from the total.xlsx workbook, that is from A1 to G10. Now we'll see, go to the total, look at there, it was copied data from A1 to G10 in that workbook. And coming to the book 1, book 1.activate, in the book 1, go to the sheet 1, then it is finding the end of the row in the sheet 1. Now end of the row is 0, press F8, now it is end of the row is 1, last row of the sheet. After that, in the book 1, sheet 1, E row plus 1, that is A2, in the A2, paste to special, look at there. Again, next workbook, that is second workbook, it is not book 1, goes to the else part, copy the data from A1 to G10. Next, go to the book 1, sheet 1. Next, find the end of the row. Again, just paste the data end of the row plus 1. So like this, all the workbooks, how many workbooks are opened here, it will take the data from all the workbooks and place it inside the book 1 workbook. Look at there. Now, the final workbook is book 1. See, book 1 is book 1. Now, condition satisfied, it is coming out from the loop. Just end the subject. Friends, this is the way we'll copy the data from multiple workbooks into one workbook by using this simple macro. See, here it's very simple, but before knowing this, you have to know how to write the macro program and what is if conditions and what are the loops, so that you can understand very easily, very quickly. Please subscribe our YouTube channel and share these videos to your friends, and we'll upload this kind of more and more videos in the future. Thank you.